In this video, I'm going to tell you how I was able to make $2,000 in 6 hours selling popcorn.
Your fingers in front of the camera? I can see your fingers in front of the camera.
No, it's not.
Okay, we're popping popcorn. Jeez.
If you're anything like me, you've spent a lot of time trying to find ways to make money online. Whether that's drop shipping and buying gurus plans and grinding Instagram accounts, grinding TikTok, and just burning out. I feel like there's a large area of entrepreneurs that we want to make money in a bunch of different ways, and I feel like there's this big trend, of course, going to online, which I think is very important, and it can be used in a lot of areas. But there's also a part of me that feels like there might be some underrepresented areas in your local community where you could be making money.
Woo-wee, selling corn, boys! Woo-wee!
In December 2019, I started an on-site popcorn company. Why popcorn, you might be asking? Well, I asked the same question a few years ago. When I was finishing up my degree in business administration, I started doing a breakdown. There's a local popcorn shop in the Chicago area. They have lines around the block for this popcorn. And I just got to thinking, what's their overhead? Like, what are they actually doing in terms of revenue at these places? Because their lines are out the door, and I can see that they're selling a tin of popcorn for $60 online. And popcorn doesn't cost that much. How much could they actually be making? So I started doing my own number crunching, and I realized that there's a good amount of profit to be made in this. Also, it happens to be my favorite food. So it just seemed like a natural progression, I guess. What exactly does pop on site mean? What does that mean? Well, that means quite literally, I bring a large piece of equipment, a kettle if you will, to locations. I was primarily going to be doing music venues, large festivals, weekend events, stuff like that. And of course, we all know what happened in 2020, and that kind of changed up our trajectory a little bit. Still wasn't awful. We still got many events throughout the summer, farmers markets, stuff like that, which gave us a lot of time to find out which areas and which venues are going to be the most profitable for us. So we got booked for a couple different events, and this one in particular was our best event we've ever done. We went through over 200 pounds of raw kernels, which is insane. They come in 50-pound bags, and we did not stop our equipment for about 4.5 hours just popping corn. There's a lot of different ways to make money, and I feel like some of them are more draining and less draining. This one, particularly for me, doesn't necessarily feel like work. I feel like there's always a ton of people that say that, if you find a job that you love, you'll never work a day in your life. Okay, well, it's still work, but to have people, especially to have kids come up and just be really interested in what you're doing and want to see what's going on and ask you questions, there's something about that I absolutely love. Specifically in the popcorn realm, because it's loud, it makes a lot of noise. There's something really cool about having a business that doesn't have you in front of a screen all day. So right here we've got our square pulled up from the day. The event started at 3, and these little bits right here actually are from another event we had going on at the exact same time, same day. But this is our event starting right here at 3, $20 that first hour. And I was honestly kind of worried. I'm like, maybe this won't be as busy as I thought it was going to be. So right after that, 4 p.m., we really start picking up $137, 14 total sales. And then right after that is where we really kind of start going gangbusters, and it's nonstop. $502 in the 5 p.m. hour, 57 payments. And again, just as fast as we can pop it and bag it, we are selling it. And this continues for a few hours. So 6 o'clock, we did $554, a total of 63 payments, and then $457 at 7 p.m. and $243, $122. And this is pretty much when the event ends. And then right here is where, if we're doing any catch up at the end of the day, if we missed any sales, this is where this money comes in. So we really were nonstop for almost 4 straight hours, and it's really cool to see this kind of stuff afterwards. How exactly did you start this? Got a van, bought it cash because debt sucks, had it checked out, and always do this, especially if you're buying a used vehicle, because you never really know what you're getting into, especially with a used car. Had it checked out by a local mechanic, one of my buddies. Everything turned out really well. Got it loaded up, got all of our equipment ready to go. Hit up our local restaurant supply chain, and we were ready to start popping on site. Are you tired of trying to make fresh kettle corn in your home? Does it always end with a mess, burnt popcorn, and you feeling frustrated?
Hi, I'm Nate with Lincoln Lane Kettle Corn, where your online orders are popped fresh every time. So order your fresh popcorn today.
Popcorn is also just an extremely stable good. Heat, cold, it's got a really nice shelf life. It's not like a piece of meat where you're always wondering if the temperature's right on it, if it's too old. It's very simple, it's very stable. Same thing with sugar and salt. So you can essentially load these items up, keep them safe from the elements, and you're pretty much good. That's the one thing about this particular area that I feel like is really nice, that you don't have to think about a constant cycling of materials. It's one product, it's dry, it's stable, it's good to go. Which means you can handle a day where it goes insane like this particular day. So when I did my number crunching, I realized that for popcorn in particular, you could have a return percentage that was in the 1,000 to 2,000%, depending on how much overhead you had. And I figured if I kept my overhead as small as I could, we would be able to extrapolate on that and make for some good business. I was so sure when I started this business that we would be busy nonstop. I was like, the events-based business, like there's always stuff going on. Even in the wintertime, there's hot chocolate runs, there's Spartan something, there's races going on. I was sure that this particular revenue stream was just gonna be unstoppable. Like the events don't cancel. Like there's always something going on. There's music festivals. Boy, that perfect time to start it. Like, what are the chances? But even still, you live and you learn how to get better and you adapt with stuff. And I feel like that's a big part of like just life in general. So we were able to do a lot of really good stuff. I was able to spend a lot of really amazing time with my family, not only my new daughter, but also my wife, popping corn on the weekends. And yeah, just learning how to balance that whole work-life thing. It really taught me a lot, and anybody can do this, and it's a lot of fun. If you're looking for a little bit more information on the actual steps to making it happen, step-by-step guide, drop a comment on this video just saying you'd like to see that. Hit the like button if you haven't. My name was Nate, is Nate, and will continue to be Nate. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.